Fucking damn right it is, Richie. You're an animal. You're an animal. Camel toe is in. I'm telling you, Rocky, it is.
Yeah.
You're a fucking mental patient.
Yeah, we're good.
Fuck you guys. Superugly.
Yeah. Go live
A lot
there.
of people don't like Rocky. That's a part of the show.
You have to press the button.
Come on, no! No! If you here to piss off people, how valuable is human life, really? Yeah, fucking Rocky. Yes! I gave up on jerking off.
Just sing this.
What up, everybody? Welcome. It's Tuesday night, and you're here with the Superugly.
You're here with the best.
You fucking with us. You fucking with the best. All
What
right?
up? What up?
Look at
What
that, we
up?
figured it out. We figured it out. A little bit of teamwork,
Yeah,
you know, and we figured this thing out.
yeah. We got excellent streaming connection. We got everything going right now.
We're the best in town.
Yeah.
There's no one better than us.
Nope, because we said it.
Yeah. Look at that warning. What's that warning?
Please check out.
The streaming thing?
Um,
Quality?
the correct resolution is blah 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 blah. That we don't need to worry about
All
that.
right. It's working anyway. So, whatever.
Yeah, we're good.
I fucking hate this shit, dude.
What's up, Mad? So what's going on, bud?
Nah, not much. If you're listening to us on the brand, by the way, we're live every Tuesday night. Not that it matters. None of you fucking people ever come over here. The numbers stay the same. Actually, they've gotten lower recently. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, we haven't broken 200 in fucking months.
Yeah.
You know,
Our rent is looking real low these days.
I get people that hit me up. Oh, I listen to you on the brand. I'm like, well, where the fuck are you on Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Like, come when we're live. You can talk to us and call in. There's all sorts of shit you can do.
Yeah.
Great. Support the brand. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But, you know, come and enjoy it while we're doing it. It's so much more fun that way.
Yeah, you could really sway the show the way you want. You know, I mean, you can call in, tell your own stories, whatever.
Yeah.
Talking about stories, I have a fucking, I don't know, man. I have a problem. I don't know if I don't know. I feel like a fucking kid. I've been really having like go to the bathroom like abruptly out of nowhere.
That's his age, maybe?
Well, it's like
Like to the point where, like...
when I wake up, I have to pee really bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's like normal, all right? But sometimes I was in my car the other day and I'm fucking driving and all of a sudden I have to piss. And not just I have to piss, Rocky. Like, I have to piss, but like it's fucking coming out of my pants.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so now I have to fucking pull over now.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I have to piss and it won't hold. Bro, I'm fucking like I'm holding
That's
it.
a problem.
And I'm pissing in my pants.
Yeah, no, there's something wrong.
And I'm going outside of my truck, pulling down my pants while I'm fucking trying to keep the trickle low, and I'm pissing all over myself and everywhere in between.
I mean, I love hearing this because it's hilarious, but also I'm concerned for my friend because, yeah, look, prostate, diabetes.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
and you're an ogre.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about this before. Your body is breaking down much more faster than a normal person's because it has to work that much harder to keep you going.
Yeah.
Like this is why I always yell at you, you know, when you fucking start letting yourself go. And, you know, I get pissed because I don't want my friend to, you know, God forbid.
Fucking pissing all over the place. I don't even know what the fuck.
And, you know, whenever I do get on his case about it, he's never, like, shitty about it either. He's always like, I know. You know? Like, it's never, like, one of those things where he's like, will you get off my back? It's like, you're absolutely right. I probably should do something about this.
We're getting there. It's just, you know, we haven't got there yet, but we're working on it.
You fluctuate, though, like crazy. Like, right now, I can tell you're starting to get back to the normal.
Yeah, I was really heavy though.
You were gigantic. You were back to that point of that picture I posted. Remember that picture I posted?
Yeah.
You were like at that point where your face, like I could see your face is starting to thin out again. I'm sure we do.
Oh, jeez.
But I remember your face was so bloated in that picture.
Yeah.
Where I was like, who the fuck is this guy? That's how bad it was. But at the time, I didn't notice it because I'm slowly. You know, it's gradually happening. So to me, you're normal. But when you were thinner, and then I looked at that picture, and I was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong?
Yeah, like you were like 320 in that one picture. Easy, dude. Your face was so fucking fat. It was ridiculous. But that's why, you know, I always get on your shit. Like, and you eat like shit. You don't eat good.
I know.
You every day you come in here with 6 fucking SpongeBob gummy candies, and you wolf them down. But then he's got his water. You know, like whatever good you do, you negate with the shit that you throw into your body. And I don't eat well either.
Yeah.
But my body's different. I have a great metabolism. You know, I can kind of do that.
And
shit.
you know what it is too. It's not like I don't have bad like genetics or anything, but I let myself go too long. And like when you're supposed to work out and you're supposed to pick yourself back up, like I don't, and I keep going.
But you
And,
get in these funks also.
Yeah,
like you know,
my life is fucked up.
You get in these funks where you know you're just like fuck it, and you just kind of give up for a little bit there.
Yeah.
But then you always bounce back though. I'll give you credit on that where you're like, no, I'm better than that. What the fuck am I doing? And
I gotta
also,
realize
you know, lucky for you, you got a good friend like me where I get in your ass too, and I'm like, no, dude, stop with the bullshit. You know, stop with the pity parties, and let's fucking move on.
Matt said she'd give me a prostate exam for no charge.
Nice.
I might like that too much though, Matt. What if I start like moaning from it?
And Mads, he's 6'4", actually. 6'4". I know it's only an inch, but when you're a giant,
An inch counts.
an inch counts, dude. It really does.
Yeah. And so what if you give me this prostate massage and I start coming everywhere?
Like Sean William Scott in Road Trip.
Yeah, I just start coming everywhere. Does the prostate exam hold or it still goes?
I would think it's still fine because you're checking the inflammation of the prostate.
And while I guess if she's emptying the prostate, it shows progress. And
Yeah.
If it's
See, this is a perfect transition because I want to talk about. Did he die from prostate cancer? I believe he did. Patrick Swayze.
Richard, do you have painful ejaculation? I don't think so. If we have to figure that out, we'll get to the
Mads,
bottom of
that's
this.
another thing you can help him out with.
We'll get to the bottom of all this shit.
But Patrick Swayze, didn't he die from prostate cancer?
Well, she's like the wind.
Yeah, the only Patrick Swayze.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe he did. Well, see how we transition? We go into Richie's pissing himself, right into prostate, and then Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
So, I'm watching Roadhouse the other day, right?
He's a fucking badass in that movie, isn't he?
He is, but
Him and his buddy.
he also should have been charged with murder. Because when the guy on the motorcycle, I forget what he does. He lights his car on fire and then tries to take off on the dirt bike, and they have to
Yes.
fight at the lake.
Yes.
That guy was out, right? Like, yeah, he did something bad.
Yeah.
But he was leaving.
Yeah.
Swayze then attacks this man.
Yeah.
And they have a fight to the point where he rips his throat out.
Yeah, he's badass.
Now, Swayze didn't need to attack him. He could have let him go, called law enforcement.
Yeah, but he didn't because he's badass.
But that's my point. Like, he's in my eyes, he's the bad guy in that situation.
He's a stone cold killer.
Because he's murderer. A straight up murderer. He murdered that man.
He's a fucking murderer.
Like, just because you're a bouncer, that doesn't mean you're allowed to murder people.
Yeah, he's just going out. He's just a vigilante. He's collecting
exactly.
names.
He's a vigilante.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this going, for one, he could have let him go. And I know the police are corrupt in that town.
Yeah.
But Dalton's got friends.
Yeah, but they're all getting paid off.
Yes, but again, he's got friends that he could have got someone from outside of that town to start investigating into this.
Who, like fucking Hobbs? What are you talking about?
Who knows? He seems like a pretty knowledgeable guy. Everybody knows him. He shows up, right? And every bouncer's like, Dalton?
Yeah.
Oh, but we all know who. Like,
yeah.
Word got around all over the country.
I thought
He
he'd be a
wasn't
lot
even in the
bigger.
same state working. He had to come to from a different state to work in that one.
Yeah.
Right? So he's known. You're going to tell me, and I've known bouncers. Bouncers got connections everywhere.
Yes, they do.
That dude's got to know somebody in
He
law
knows.
enforcement that can help him out other than these local town police.
A lot of law enforcement are in the business.
Exactly. So it was an unprovoked murder. The guy didn't physically attack him in any sense.
So now you have a problem with this.
I have a problem with him murdering people all willy-nilly.
I don't.
Because
Because these people are bad people.
yes, they are, but Rich, an eye for an eye is not the way to go, my friend.
But in this town, it is.
And I know they killed his best friend, but we don't know for 100% sure. I mean, the guy said it, but still, he could have just said that to be riling him up. You know, he also said, I fucked guys like you in prison.
Yeah.
So, he would, that seems to me that guy would say anything just to get Dalton's fucking blood boiling. All right. So then he rips his throat out, throws him in the lake. no repercussions.
No.
I'm allowed to murder because I'm a
Well,
bouncer.
the police will clean him up the next day.
And then still, even if they
it's like yeah, just oh, that happened yesterday. Dalton just killed him.
but the
Just clean him
local
up.
police who are corrupt wouldn't go and get him and be like, "You're a murderer. You've murdered somebody."
Yeah.
Like, we're not letting this slide. They just let it slide. Just fine. You can murder people, and that's fine.
It's disgusting.
And then the end when he's in the mansion and everyone, they're like, there were shooters than the stormtroopers in that fucking house. Everybody's shooting at him and nobody's hitting. They
Yeah.
have the high angle too.
No, it's
and
horrible.
they still can't hit him.
It's
There's like
horrible.
5 guys up in that staircase thing, and nobody hits him.
All right, so you said something fucking ridiculous before.
What was that?
You're putting Dalton up against. You're saying Ralph Macchio, Karate Kid.
I'm just saying he's not in like the same vein as like. He's not this hero we all make him out to be. He's a
Oh,
fraud.
I thought you were saying that Ralph Macchio could have beat up Dalton.
No.
I thought that's what you were going with, and I was like, are you out of your fucking
Danielson can't
mind?
beat up anyone. I
Oh.
bet you Robbie at this point would beat up Daniel.
Yeah,
Yeah, most likely. The what's his face? Miguel could probably beat up Daniel at this point.
yeah. I thought you're like, oh, you know, he has what, you know, he could beat Dalton up or something. I'm
Dalton
like,
would wipe the
out
floor
of your
with
fucking
him.
mind.
Now Dalton and Johnny, I mean, I don't know.
Who do you think Dalton would get him?
Only because Johnny doesn't really take care of himself as much as he should.
Yeah,
You know, and Dalton seems to be in top physical condition. So I'm going to give that to Dalton, although Dalton is kind of feminine also. And Johnny is all man. So,
yo, Dalton
So
has
there's
bodies
that.
though, man.
yeah, but he's also weighs about 6 pounds and he's frail as shit.
Yeah.
He's super frail and he's small. Do you know there's a picture of The Outsiders where Swayze's standing on an apple box because he didn't want to look shorter than everybody else?
Really?
Yeah, like Rob Lowe talked about it on Rogan's podcast. You can find it online.
Mm.
And you could see Swayze, he's standing on a box because everybody else, even Tom Cruise apparently was taller than him, I guess.
Really?
Because Tom Cruise is notoriously short as well.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
you know,
shit.
Swayze, you know, what has he really done?
Stop. You know, you said this about George Michael's catalog, like, and he has a fucking million songs,
I wouldn't say a million. I'd say about 5.
and they're 5 fucking good songs.
They're 5 decent songs.
No, they're
and
really
there's
good.
really only maybe one
What?
that I would actually really put on and listen to, and that's
Which one?
Careless Whisper.
And what about the other ones?
What? I want to have sex and,
No.
you know, faith and...
No,
Which
not
ones?
those.
I
hold
love
on.
when people do this. Look, he's actually got to look it up. Yeah, this is how memorable George Michael is.
No,
like,
no,
give me
no,
a break.
no, no,
People
no.
do that all the time. Where they're like, "Dude, he's the best," and I'm like, "Really? Give me 5 songs that are good." And they're like, "Well,
No. Stop. 'Cause
No.
I don't want to fuck this up. I don't want to fuck it up.
But real quick, while he's doing that, one thing that I love about Cobra Kai that I've picked up on:
Yeah.
nobody, and I mean nobody, remembers that Jaden fucking Smith Karate Kid movie even existed now.
No.
Cobra Kai has completely wiped the memory of that movie off of the existence of the planet.
Yeah.
Because when Cobra Kai didn't exist, you were like Karate Kid, and people would go, which one?
Yeah.
But now that Cobra Kai is a thing, and it's a fucking gigantic hit now that it hit Netflix, nobody's gonna go Karate Kid and go the Jaden. No, nobody's talking about
No,
that.
that doesn't
Because
even...
now anyone who now is younger are now going back and watching the old Karate Kids.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to. You got to see where it all started from, at least if you're a normal human being.
Yeah.
Like, if I never saw the Karate Kids and say I was like a 15-year-old kid and I watched all 2 seasons of Cobra Kai, normally you'd be like, well, let me see where this all started and let
Yeah.
me watch Karate Kid.
Yeah.
And you would probably find the Jaden Smith one and be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, this is
And you would
nothing
be
to do with
mad.
this. Yeah.
And then find the real one and be like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And take it from there.
But yeah, I heard that.
Wait, hold on. Where's these George Michael songs?
Okay, the George. All right. First, we got Father Figure.
I don't even know what that is. Keep going.
One more try.
Again.
Okay, if you put these songs on, you're gonna know exactly what the fuck
All right,
they
but
are.
Rich, here's the thing. You know me pretty well.
Yes.
I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to music, correct?
Yeah.
I don't remember these songs.
Yeah, because they're 80s pop songs.
I don't know 80s pop songs.
No, you do, but listen. If I play one of these songs, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, no doubt."
Probably
that's
not. You're a
very
fan.
popular.
You're a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Well, clearly
Really?
you're defending this guy like you are.
Because I'm telling the fucking truth of.
Dude, he's got Faith and he's got Careless Whisper, which was a Wham song. Let me bring it to me.
It's gonna help.
I don't know. We'll do it later.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, he's got a lot of fucking songs.
No, a lot. I love how you say a lot. He does not have a lot. You couldn't even offhand think of them. That's my point.
Yeah, because you don't know what they are offhand.
All right,
These
now-
songs are fucking 25 years
Okay,
old.
name me 4 Pearl Jam songs. Go ahead. Name me 4 Pearl Jam songs.
Yellow Ledbetter.
Okay.
Better Man.
Okay.
It's even hard to do that. You
Okay.
see?
But would you say you're a bigger George Michael fan or Pearl Jam fan? Who are you putting on first?
Probably George. I don't know.
That's my point.
Probably George Michael over Pearl Jam.
Oh, I do know this. Okay.
Yes,
I-
there's a lot of songs like that you were like, oh,
No,
that's
there's
a
not
fucking
a lot,
hit.
though. That's what I'm saying.
There's
Like
a few of them like that.
Yes, a few. A few.
Yeah.
Not a lot. That's what I'm saying. Pump
They're good
the brakes.
songs, though.
You know me. I'm
Yeah.
a wordsmith.
They are good
I-
songs, though.
I call
and they're
people out.
original songs, too.
That's fine. But I call people out on the words they use.
Of course.
You're going a lot.
Yeah, but you also
lot.
have to backtrack and say, you know what, Richie, you are bringing up songs that actually are pretty popular that I'm not realizing.
Again, for the time, they're not really lasting. But a lot is the Beatles. A
Okay,
lot
yeah.
is
Well,
Aerosmith.
I mean,
a
that's
lot
a fucking
is the Rolling Stones.
That's a catalog.
A lot
you know.
is Jay-Z. A lot is, that's what I'm talking about. This is a few hits in one time, and that was it. George
Okay.
Michael was popular in the 80s and never again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Point
saying?
taken.
So that's where I go. That's like with people that come up to me, dude, that was a great movie. And they're talking about like,
like Harry and Henderson's.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're just like,
and I'm
slow
like,
your roll,
fucking
you know.
relax with it. Great, all right? It's
Yeah.
nostalgic,
Yeah.
and I can watch it and enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
But is it great?
Yeah.
Not by any stretch of the means.
No. Okay. All right.
Like
Point taken.
And the person who kind of made me focus on that was Louis with Hilarious, where he has that bit where people will go, "It's hilarious." And it's like, hilarious means you're almost to the point of insanity. You're laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Like, and people will
pump your brakes.
Yeah, people will do that where they'll be like, yo, fucking Cat Williams is hilarious. And I'm like, first of all, the man's not even funny. But hilarious is, no. Eddie Murphy on stage, hilarious. Louis on stage, hilarious.
There's a couple of people.
There's Dave Chappelle,
A handful
Chris
of
Rock.
people.
There's a handful of people
Yeah.
that are hilarious. When you say hilarious,
Yeah, that means that you can't control yourself. They're on top of that
yeah,
shit.
you better come with the heaviest shit. Like, to me, a movie that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Arthur.
You have tears in your eyes 90%
Like,
of the
Arthur's
time.
hilarious. Anchorman is hilarious. Step Brothers, hilarious.
Yeah.
And then you get people that will come to you and be like, what about Saving Silverman? Funny movie, not hilarious.
What is that? The Sarah
The one with Jason Biggs, where they kidnap his girlfriend and tell him she's dead so he can date the nun.
No. Is
And
it funny?
It's pretty funny.
Is it?
Yeah. Again, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's worth a watch.
Wait, Sarah Silverman is in it?
No, Saving Silverman.
Oh, okay.
What's his face is in it? Sergeant Hartman,
Okay.
Full Metal Jacket. He's their coach, and they break him out of jail. And it's a decent movie. Jack
Okay.
Black's in it,
All right.
but
Hey, let's check it out.
the verbiage people use though sometimes really annoys me. So we're there. All right. Recommendation. Found it on Stars last night. I actually stayed up till like 4 in the morning watching this because it came on at like 2. QT8 it's called. They run through Quentin Tarantino's entire film catalog from beginning to end. They have all the people talking about it. If who's not a fan of Quentin?
What is this now?
It's a documentary.
Okay.
But it starts, they talk very.
Where do we catch this?
It's on Stars.
Okay.
I saw it on Stars. I mean, I'm sure if you have a Fire Stick and you stream shit, you can find it there.
Yeah.
But it starts out with him talking about Natural Born Killers and True Romance a little bit because those were his first 2 scripts.
Yeah.
But he didn't direct them. And then, they go into Reservoir Dogs and how that all came to fruition and how they got Harvey Keitel. And then from there, Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, and
Wow.
in sequence.
Wow.
And it's fucking. If you're a fan of Quentin, which who isn't?
Oh, yeah.
It's the most amazing watch ever. Like, you find out these little things. Like, Michael Madsen was supposed to be John Travolta. Like, Vic Vega was supposed to be in Pulp Fiction, not Vincent Vega.
Yeah.
and he was doing Wyatt Earp, and he was already committed, so he couldn't break his contract. So
Wait, who was supposed to do that?
Michael Madsen, Mr. Blonde,
Yes, he
Yeah.
was supposed to be.
the Vincent Vega character.
Okay, yes.
There would have been no Vincent Vega. It would have been Vic Vega,
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs, same character,
Vic Vega, yeah.
except he did, this is
Wow.
because Pulp Fiction apparently happened before Reservoir Dogs.
Yes.
So-
So it had to have.
Well, if Vic was in it, but now it
Yes.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But if he was in it, it would have had to. But there's so many cool little facts, and they do a lot of that Quentin Tarantino world connections.
Yes.
They go through a lot of those, you know,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, the Kahuna Burger and shit
Yeah.
and all that stuff, right?
And like watching it, you're just like, this man is just. There's no one better when it comes to making movies in my
Yeah.
eyes. There's really not.
He gives you so many like little Easter egg treats. It's fucking awesome.
It's just the quality, like Hateful Eight. There's almost zero action in that movie.
yeah.
But you,
It's so good.
it's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good because the tension
Build up.
of who's the one.
Yeah, the writing is fucking intense.
The Samuel L. Jackson part where he's talking about the general's son
Oh.
and how he captured him, made him walk naked.
Yes.
Dude, that whole scene, you're like, wow, dude,
Dude.
what a motherfucker.
Yo, man, fuck.
Jennifer Jason Leigh is amazing. Everybody murders their role in it. Kurt
Yeah.
Russell,
Yeah.
Bruce
And
Dern.
like you said, there's not even that much action, but the fucking movie is flawless. It's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It does like you don't. I mean, some people might get bored because
No, I love it.
people have
It's
different
fucking
tastes.
dope.
But for me,
It's
like
written so excellent.
yeah, like I don't mind a dialogue-driven movie as long as it's written well. And nobody can write a movie, in my eyes, dialogue-wise, better than Quentin. Like the words he chooses to use, the way that he gets the people to speak it, like it's
Yeah.
just so perfect.
Yeah.
It really is. Like even the Michael Madsen part in Reservoir Dogs, like there's such stupid little
Like
things.
that. Again, which
But-
part?
When he's killing the cop, and the cop's, pleading, and he's just looking at him. He's like, "You finished?
Yeah.
You finished?" And then when he's talking in the ear, he's like, "Can you hear me?"
Yeah.
And then my favorite part, right before he gets killed, is when he lights the lighter, and he just looks at him. And he's like, "How about a little fire?" But he's so calm about it. Like he's never animated. He's never angry. He's so cool
Yeah.
and so collective, and he's the worst human being ever.
Oh,
and
he's so bad.
torturing this man, and he's just like, "You done? Okay."
Yeah.
And he's drinking his
It's
soda
so
and he's
fucking
wiping
good.
the blood on him. It's so good, and he's just so good at fucking making a movie. Like he just
Yeah.
there's no other way to say it. There
Yeah.
really isn't. Like Inglorious Bastards is that one, honestly, and Death Proof are probably my two least favorite of his. But
What are your two least favorite?
Inglorious Bastards and Death Proof. They're not
Okay.
bad.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I mean-
Why though?
They just don't grab me the same way.
Yeah.
Like Death Proof, it's obvious why. It's kind of more of a goofy.
It's a very
Yeah,
fun.
it's not really Quentin. It's Quentin, but it's not.
It's a grindhouse Quentin. It's
Yeah,
different. It's just
yeah.
a different type of writing.
And the Bastards. See, here's where I'm torn with it, because Christoph Waltz is arguably the greatest villain in film history.
Yes, in that movie.
Like
definitely.
every scene he's in, you're feeling the tension as
Yeah.
if he's interrogating you.
He's the biggest piece of shit.
Like that scene in the beginning where, he's so calm. He's like, "Can I have a glass of milk?" And they're talking. He goes,
Yeah,
"Mind
yeah.
if I speak English?"
Yes.
And then, even when he finds out, he's like, "They're right here." And he's like, "Okay, cool." Still gets up, mad
Yeah.
calm. And he's like, "Okay, ladies," in French now. "Okay, ladies."
Yes.
And the SS come in and they just... But he's such a badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you know what he's doing. But he's doing it cooler than anybody else. And he's not giving you any inkling as the person he's doing it to that you're fucked right now. Like, he knows everything already before he even walked in the room.
Yeah.
Like the same thing with Greta Van Hammersmark. And they're talking about how she hurt her foot and this, that, and
Yes.
they're in the room together. And the whole time he knows she's bullshitting him.
Yes.
And he knows he's going to fucking kill her.
Yeah. It's kind of like the writing how he did in the bathroom of
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
One of my...
The story of the
Buddy,
cops.
I will shoot you in the fucking face.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's the writing is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
It is.
he
It
knows
is.
how to build tension.
the whole comments are going fucking nuts. They know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, dude. But Christoph Waltz, like I said, it's like a toss-up between Commodus and Gladiator and Christoph Waltz in Inglourious Bastards as the two greatest villains.
So good.
But I feel like it's almost like the Joker syndrome. When he's not there, the movie feels less than.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they got Pitt in there, and Pitt, he has some really good parts.
But they're in it very rarely.
Yo, talking
too.
about that, what do you think about this? About what's going on with him?
What's going on with him?
Okay, so Brad Pitt, he's not with Angelina obviously anymore.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He's got a new
So
chick.
now, yeah, he's got this chick, right? And he meets her doing something or whatever, working, and she's a normal girl in her 30s, married. She's married, you know, she's married to like an older man, you know, like 60, 61 years old. And Brad Pitt. No, well, no, this girl.
Oh,
and
she had another. Okay.
Brad Pitt is in a relationship with her, and
That's not on him. That's on her.
no, I know. It's and the tabloids, they're not even going after him. Usually they would go
Well,
after
because
him.
again, it's not really like. Here's the way I look at it. Like the single person is not to blame at all,
Of course.
and he's the single person.
Yeah.
Also, and to be fair, if I'm this other gentleman and my chick's stepping out with Brad Pitt, I'd be like, you know what?
I understand.
I lost it to Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, it's not like I lost it to fucking Frank that works at Costco. You know, like,
sorry, Frank.
yeah. You know, Frank, he brought that up to me the other day. We were talking, and he wished me a happy birthday, and he's like, "You always bring up Frank." I was like, "Yeah, I know." But well, that's my little Tarantino thing for Frankie. You
Yeah.
know, it's always my little shout out to my favorite buddy. But yeah, like you know, if you lose your chick to Brad Pitt.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, what are you gonna
All
do?
right,
you know what?
like-
She'll be back.
Yeah. Sure she will.
Yeah, she's gonna miss this
Sure
thing. She'll
she
be back,
will.
motherfuckers.
But we were watching the whole reason why. Well, not the whole reason, but we were watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. My mother never seen it, and the whole time
I haven't seen it yet either.
I hate you.
Should I watch it?
Of course, dude.
All right.
And, here's the other thing I wanted to bring up about Quentin, because once you watch it, the last scene of that movie is so violent and so over the top.
one?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
But he has a way of making you laugh during this.
Hmm.
Like he did it in Pulp Fiction. Like when they shot Marvin in the face, his head exploded, and it's such a violent, gross scene.
Yeah.
But you're
And
just
they-
laughing, going,
yeah.
"Oh shit, man! I fucking shot Marvin. Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
I didn't fucking do it on purpose."
They make it into such a spectacle. It's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
But dude, when I first saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, real quick, my mother was like, "What is it about, though? I don't understand the story." And I'm like, "It's really, I mean, it's about Leo's character, but there's no like real storyline to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's an homage to late 60s Hollywood. Quentin loved that time. You know, he's just doing an homage to his favorite time of Hollywood.
Yeah.
So the people that are like, but there's no real story to it. Well, there kind of is with Rick Dalton's career. If you really have to ask, what is it about? It's about his career trajectory, all right? There's your story. But the ending, dude, when I first saw it in the movie theater...
you're not going to give anything away.
No,
are
I'm
you?
not going to
Okay.
give anything away.
All right.
I was on the floor laughing so hard. And when I tell you, ultra violent. Like ultra violent. And you're just crying, laughing. I was laughing so hard.
Really?
Because there's just so much of it where it's just the way Quentin does things. Like he's punching you in the face with your senses about what you're seeing.
Yeah.
But then in the same moment, because of how over the top it is and because of how the actors are doing it, it's not that they're trying to be funny,
Yeah.
but it's fucking funny. Like Brad Pitt is hilarious in this last scene.
Yeah.
Like it's probably the funniest thing he's ever done.
Okay.
And it's just so fucking perfect. Like I walked out of that movie. You know what I say? You know, a movie really falls on the end.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of movies get overrated because it has the great ending. You walk out on a high, and then when you watch it again, you're like, wow, the rest of this really sucks.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you left on such a high that you were like, fuck, that was a good movie. So when people like I've watched it probably 10 times at this point. Every time
Really?
it's on, me and Jess watch it. She
Yeah.
loves it. I love it. It's awesome. It's really fucking good. It probably jumped up to number 3 of my movies from
Wow.
him.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I got to watch that.
Because you know me, Reservoir Dogs to me is 1.
I'm going home to watch that.
Pulp is
actually.
2,
You know,
and-
that's what I'm going home to
Yeah.
watch that.
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is 3. That's probably my order. And then Django. And then
Really? Django's up that high?
I love Django.
Really?
I love Django.
I mean, I like Django, but I don't love Django like that.
I love it. I think it's so good. And it was the first time I actually liked Leo. Because once they get to Candyland, the tension just mounds
Such
and
a
mounds
prick.
and mounds, and he's so
Such
good
a
at it.
fucking prick.
He's so when they talk about that
such a
movie,
fucking asshole.
they talk about it, and Jamie Foxx and Samuel L. Jackson, because he was like, dude, I'm really uncomfortable saying this word so much, and they're like, dude, you're doing a job, like we know you, you're playing a character.
Who said this?
Jamie Foxx and Samuel L. to Leo.
Yes.
So the next day when he came in, Jamie
was
Foxx was
like,
like,
"Guys."
"What up, Leo?" And Leo just because now he's in the mode of you're my property, like.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you know what? Like that, he's got to get in that mind state. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was. So Jamie was like, okay, but then it like clicked in his head. Okay, I see what's going on.
Yeah,
You
he's,
know what
he's
I
in
mean?
that shit right
yeah,
now.
but when he smashes his hand, that was real blood.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Talking about that, me and you were talking about the Joker.
Yeah,
And
Joaquin Phoenix. right?
Joaquin
Yeah.
Phoenix, and how he kind of like addressed somebody that he was
He was in.
talking
He was in
to.
the zone.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah.
in the zone, and they brought it up to him, and he was like, "Ah, I feel like a dick, but you guys just don't understand when you're trying to work and you're trying to find that like special moment type of thing, and
Yeah.
you're trying to look for a feeling when these people act, and that's where these people are getting these emotions from and doing the scenes.
Like
and,
as a viewer, you take it very lightly. Like the
Yeah.
places these people have to go
yeah,
to get there
to make it realistic
Yes.
for you to say,
Holy
shit,
shit.
look what he's feeling right now."
Heath Ledger literally died
Yeah.
because of his role. Like he
It's
put
so
everything
fucked up.
he had into it, and it drove him into insanity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's a lot of actors who don't do that. That just call, like I bet Bruce Willis doesn't find a place. Bruce Willis probably just walks on set. All right, what's my lines?
You
All
know
right,
what
let's
the great,
do this.
You know what the great example of that is? Watch the fucking there is a Jim Carrey, Andy Dick thing.
Oh, yeah.
documentary, and they
A lot
they-
of people
they
speculate
go into that.
Yeah,
like
a lot of people
fucking
speculate
crazy.
that was kind of bullshit too, though.
Yeah, it could be, but they still it's still the basis of this
And I watched,
conversation.
if you watch the Jerry Lawler Stone Cold thing that they just did on WWE Network,
Yeah.
he talks about that, and he's like, that's not who Andy was. Like, Jim was just a dick.
Yeah.
Like, he was just being a dick. Andy wasn't an asshole and a dick just to be an asshole and a dick. Like, he was doing it because he was always doing performance art.
Yeah.
It was always something, you know what I'm saying? Like, his intent wasn't to be like, I don't like this person. Like, and the way Jim Carrey came across,
Yeah.
it was more of like just being a dick to be a dick. You
Yeah,
get
it
what
was
I'm
annoying,
saying?
and he wasn't even doing that like that. But he said he felt something that it came across. And,
Yeah, but
whatever,
the way
but-
Jerry Lawler breaks it down, and I know Jerry knew Andy Kaufman. They
Yeah.
had that whole thing that they
Yeah.
did that lasted for months.
Yeah.
So they were talking behind the scenes, and
Yeah, and he didn't talk with him behind the scenes. It was,
he never met the man.
No.
He never. I don't think he did.
No.
But even if he
Yeah.
did, they didn't have a relationship.
yeah.
So,
And-
you know,
and
I-
you could tell he was like, "Oh my god, like
Yeah.
this fucking guy."
In heartbreaking news, I mean, I guess that wet ass pussy ain't as good as she thinks it is because Offset filed for divorce from Cardi B.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So,
Damn.
maybe cook and clean a little bit and stop
Yeah.
worrying about your fucking dusty ass pussy.
You wet ass pussy.
You fucking whore.
Oh my god.
Well, that's what makes me laugh. She sits here and thinks, women can.
Yeah.
Like,
I
yes.
don't cook, I don't clean. Let me show you how I got
Yes.
this ring. There you go.
I don't demand. I'm not like this man that comes in. Where's my dinner, bitch? And da-da-da. But it helps that Jess likes to do those things for me.
Fuck yeah.
Just like
That's a
I
big
like to do
fucking help.
things for her. And I have a feeling it was a one-sided thing where Offset's probably doing nice things. And she's probably, I ain't got to do that shit, motherfucker.
I'm fucking Cardi B. Look
Yeah.
at this motherfucking wet ass pussy.
Anybody wants my wet ass pussy. And he's like, good, then have it. Get the fuck out. Could you imagine being around her for more than 5 minutes?
Yeah, that pussy's slimy already.
It's probably
it's not even-
beaten up and just
even-
fucking just gigantic.
It's not even wet. It's just got like a fucking film on it.
God, and just the way she speaks, like she sounds like a moron.
She's so gross.
Like I can't talk to a dumb person. I just can't. And she's borderline fucking, mentally.
Wop, wop, wop.
Yeah, like God bless him for getting out, and he's going for custody of the kid. Which the way
Really?
she speaks and her history and everything, I hope he gets it.
Yeah.
Fuck her. She doesn't deserve shit. She's a piece of shit.
Yo, she's on like the fucking thing, like talking to Joe Biden, and it's like, give me a
Candace
fucking
Owens
break.
murdered her.
Really?
Candace Owens.
Oh, I believe it. Candace Owens is,
her.
she's good. Candace Owens.
Oh my god! And then Cardi tried to come back at her, and Candace was like, "Okay," and then went again, and I like, just shut up.
Wait, what do you got? What do they got to watch to see it?
just go to Candace Owens' YouTube. You'll find
Candace
it. And
Owens,
put in
Cardi
Cardi
B.
B.
All right.
Because Cardi was like, I pay taxes. I know about politics. And Candace is like, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Yeah. Your accountant pays your taxes.
Yeah, you're an idiot. You're a prostitute who made music. Like, you know nothing about the world at all. At all. So, good for them, though. Good for Offset, honestly. You got your wife sitting there out blatantly being like, I don't take care of my man. I don't need to.
Yeah, I got a fucking pussy. I don't have to do anything for him.
Like, again, like, I'm not saying that a woman
Like,
has to be at every beck and call.
These are not the people to look up to.
But there's a give and take. I take care of you, you take care of me, and that's how we grow happy together.
Yeah.
When you're like, I don't need to do shit for you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Then why are we doing this?
Because I have a wet pussy.
Yeah, like...
No, this is it.
Yeah.
Let me get your beard wet. You eat my pussy. That's
like,
what you
Offset
do.
can find another chick that will actually, like, want to, like, do nice things for him.
Dude, he's a fucking millionaire. You can
Yeah.
get anybody to take care of him. You don't need this fucking entitled bitch.
I did throw a little jab at him. I was like, he's probably divorcing her because that motherfucker can't write a hit and she's making #1 albums off of a wet-ass pussy. He's all pissed. She's talking about a pussy and she's got #1?
Oh
God
God.
damn it.
Yeah.
Well, I really don't want to get into this stuff tonight.
What is it?
The 2 cops that got shot in L.A.
What's the deal with
Someone ran up on them just randomly, broad daylight. They're sitting in their car, minding their own
it?
business.
2 cops were.
And just opened fire on them.
They killed them?
No, they actually survived. But then, that great organization, I'm not even going to give them the clout they want anymore. That great organization is out front of the hospital chanting, "We hope you die. We hope you die." And then that same organization is saying, "Hey, care about our lives. Hey, you have to care about us, and I have to." And it's like, wait a second, you're proud that 2 police officers were mowed down, innocent. They weren't involved in anything. They were minding their own business, sitting in their car.
Wow.
There was nothing going on, and someone ran up on them, and then
This is real?
yes,
You're fucking kidding me? With
yes,
this?
and then you have the same organization in front of the hospital chanting, "We hope you die," to a mother who has a 6-year-old son at home who's praying and hoping mommy's coming home. You know what I mean? To a wife that her husband's hoping his wife's coming home. And you have these wonderful people out front chanting, "We hope you die." And the NFL, keep promoting them.
Crazy.
That's actually where I want to go with this. For all the people I see on Facebook that are anti-Black Lives Matter, and, you're the same people that write All Lives Matter, the same people that, are Donald Trump supporters and this, that, and the other thing. And then on Sunday, I see you talking about the NFL. You're a fucking phony, and you stand for nothing. Shut the fuck up when it comes to politics and anything related.
What's the deal with it?
Because they're now walking around with murderers, that fucking
The thing
names. And some of them, fine. Breonna Taylor, fine, great. She was kind of unjustly murdered. The situation isn't as black and white as people want to make it out to be.
Yeah.
But that one, I go, okay. George Floyd even though he died of an OD, the 9-minute knee to the neck, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay? I get that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the police were right there. But to openly support the BLM thing, knowing they do shit like that, knowing that they support police getting hurt,
Yeah, that's fucked up.
how can you support the NFL? And these are the same people that I see All Lives Matter and Trump this and Trump that. But then, got to watch your team, right? Got to watch all your morals, all your fucking bullshit goes out the window on Sunday.
Well, if maybe they're not putting that together, well, it's time
No,
you. It's
dude,
time you
in
start.
Your face.
Yeah,
they
it's
had,
time you start.
they
I don't
had-
watch football.
They had a new national
it
anthem.
is.
They play 2 now, Rich.
They do.
They play the regular one, which nobody stands for. They stay in the locker room for.
Okay.
And now they play a black national anthem,
Okay.
which
What do you mean a black national anthem?
there's a black national anthem.
There is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but there is one that they now play.
Okay.
Here's my problem with that. For one, the national anthem doesn't exclude everybody. It's not inclusive to your skin color. It's inclusive to being an American. Okay? The black national anthem is for black people only. Okay. Also,
all right.
where's the gay national anthem?
Yeah, where's
the Asian national
Where's the
anthem?
female national
Where's
anthem?
the female national anthem?
Where is it?
Where's the Hispanic national?
Yeah.
So now,
Where's my trans? Where's for all the trans people?
Yeah.
Where's my trans national anthem?
that's
nuts.
where I'm like, this is how. And keep watching your NFL, you fucking sheep.
That is pretty
You
bad.
fucking sheep. And I'm disgusted with people who watch the NFL
Horrible.
because they're pandering to this terrorist organization. I have on Facebook at least like 10 times written, can anyone tell me one positive thing the Black Lives Matter group has done? And not a single person can give me a positive thing. Not a single person. Again, it started out as a good movement. What it has turned into is disgusting.
Let's get off of that.
Yeah.
It's either that or we're gonna end it now.
But that whole fucking thing, because
That's horrible.
it's exclusion.
It's so fucked up.
And the
man.
national anthem, again, like I said, it's for Americans. It includes everybody: black, white,
Yeah.
Hispanic,
and
Asian.
this is just a national
and
anthem
this
for
is
one
just
group
for
of people.
one group of people
Just
to
everybody
appease
else.
them.
That's it.
To appease them.
That's fucking crazy. It's so stupid.
It-
I'm
it's-
tired of this shit.
It's disgusting, and that's why, like, I'm on Sunday, I'm watching all these people, correctional officers, police officers, supporting the NFL,
Yeah.
wearing their fucking jersey, supporting this horseshit league.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Support the UFC.
And exactly.
That's the only. That's it.
No, there's huge. They openly support Trump, so they've kind of taken a stance also. So I get why people might not. I get it.
No, actually, Trump supported them.
No, they
as
literally
for-
just took a picture of Dana White like today.
Of course, because
and a
he's
couple fighters.
Yeah, you know how much. You know how
No,
much.
but-
the president has fucking helped like sports come along so much with that.
But they've taken a stance now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get the people who are going to be like, fuck them.
I love the UFC.
I do too.
Love it.
You know, and
It's the only professional sports I'll watch.
the NBA and the NFL, like, and it's all phony because the NFL 2 years ago was like, fuck you, you kneel, you get fined. Colin Kaepernick out of the fucking league.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they caved in. They caved in. They stood their ground this whole time, and now they caved in and they were like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, we'll do what you want.
We got Jay-Z. We'll hire him.
We'll do what you
We'll
want.
do all the things.
And it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like a black national anthem? Like, really?
fucked up, man.
It
It's
is.
fucked
It
up.
is because it's excluding everybody else.
It's so fucked
And they're
up.
fighting for inclusion, but they constantly now are excluding
Yeah.
themselves.
Hold on. You can't exclude us, but we're gonna include us, but we're not gonna include anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't include us. We're not gonna include you, but we want our spot up there.
Yeah. So
Like,
it's getting a
fuck.
little out of control now. It really is. Conor McGregor, speaking of UFC, he got arrested in France on sexual assault charges while on vacation.
Get the fuck out.
He was released, and his spokesperson is like, "This bitch is just trying to get money, or she's trying to do
He's
something."
married.
He is. He was on vacation with his wife and kid.
Is this real or what did
I don't know. I don't think there's any hard evidence to back it up. I think it was just some woman making a false accusation. Hopefully,
alright.
I don't think there's any validity to it. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, there is the XFL. That is the alternative.
Oh yeah, what an alternative! What an alternative! Just
It's actually pretty exciting. I mean,
yeah, it actually was. I watched a couple games while it was on this year, and then COVID happened and the league had
Yeah.
to shut down, and The Rock bought
it's
it now.
it's not popular, but
Did we talk about this Cuties thing on Netflix? The movie, the Cuties movie, with the girls, the little 11-year-old girls twerking.
no. What
You've
is
heard
that?
about this, right?
No, what
it's,
is it?
It's a French movie. I think we brought it up, but now it's like really hitting the fan because it
Okay.
finally got released, and it's kind of like it's little 11-year-old girls twerking and dancing and gyrating, and from what I hear.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a second of it.
You know, it is
All I saw was the front picture of it.
Rock. You know what? In the 90s, how we grew up, there's nothing wrong with this. It's just where people take this. It's disgusting where people.
Well,
take
and
it.
that's the thing too. The message, from what I've read, the message behind it is to show what we're doing to young girls by idolizing people like Cardi B, idolizing people like that. I can't name anyone else right now who's popular today, but
because those things aren't that bad, twerking and moving your butt and all that. It's fun.
Girls do shit.
But what?
No, but I think it might be gratuitous. Again, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So I think that it might be gratuitous.
But what people turn this shit into, people turn it in, because there's fucking fucked up people out there that, that get off on young girls. Unfortunately, we have to deal with this. So you really can't fucking put shit like that out nowadays.
I did have one thing with it where I was like, this is kind of like a way to gauge someone who might be borderline pedophile, because I keep seeing people writing this and trying to like excuse themselves.
What is it?
Let me see what I want to see what all the fuss is about. So I checked out cute. Why do you need to see what it's read about it? Why do you need to now like?
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
I would want to if you explaining it to me, I would kind of want to look at it just for the perspective of are you talking about something sexual,
but see,
or
even for this,
are you picking
normally when there's something in that world, not little girls gyrating, but something controversial, let's say, I'll typically want to check it out for the show.
Of course.
This one, I was like, I don't even want like my Netflix thing to have that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, for all for educational purposes, I think you should have watched.
There might be a pedophile watch list of who clicked on that movie, how old are they, where are they from,
no.
and I'm like, dude, you know what?
I don't need this shit.
But what I'm reading about it also is I don't need to check it out, because I can clearly see there's something here that's bothering a lot of people.
Yeah, so that's
and for me, that's enough. When it comes to little girls and gyrations and twerking, I just no, I'm good on even for research purposes, looking at it and I'm cool. But there's a lot of people though up in arms about it. It's a French movie though, and I think we did bring it up quickly, or I may have brought it up on the other show. But I said it. I was like, the French live differently than we do. They're more accepting to sexual behavior and the whole point of the
human
movie,
body,
from what I've read, is kind of to be look at what girls are doing and how wrong it is. Young girls shouldn't be exposed to this that young. They shouldn't be doing this at that young. I think that's the message behind the movie.
Yeah.
But America, of course, is sex. No. Anything sexual is bad. Blow a fucking person's brains off. Totally fine. Negan, pop a guy's eye out on fucking network television with a baseball bat. A-okay.
Yeah.
Anything borderline sexual that might make you feel a little
even
weird.
on social media.
Yeah, if it might make you feel a little weird, or it might make you question something, or it might have to make you have an awkward conversation with your children, no, we need to get rid of it or wipe it off the face of the earth.
God forbid you got to fucking actually parent your kids.
Yeah,
Holy
and I'm not
shit.
defending this movie because, again, I haven't seen it. It's just this is what I've read, and you know me, I always like to read both sides. So there's people that are, slamming it for, being pedophile porn. And then I've read some people defending it, going, if you actually watch it, like with Brokeback Mountain, right, to use as an example. Okay. How many guys do you know, I wouldn't watch that movie? I wouldn't, because they're so manly that, God forbid two men kiss and there's an insinuation.
I know people that are very, very homophobic to where they won't watch that.
Now, I watched it. It's a great fucking movie.
Is it?
It's fantastic.
I haven't watched it, but I have no problems watching it.
Another one. Ready? I've watched Magic Mike.
How is that?
It's a good movie. And do I love watching men dance and stripping? Of course not.
No, but you could handle it. You're comfortable in your sexuality to where you could be like, all right, he's dancing. I don't give a fuck.
But
if you care that much, you might be gay.
But it's also part of the film, and it's you need that part to go,
it's a story.
Yeah, this is okay. Yeah. So
there are men that dance that are sexually straight too.
But but there's a lot of people like that are just so quick to judge.
They're so homophobic.
Yeah,
it's scary. It's bad.
The Brokeback Mountain thing. I was like, it was nominated for Best Picture. I think it may have even won. It was so good.
They're not going to show Heath Ledger's asshole opening up and in for this fucking guy to penetrate it.
Yeah,
they're not showing this stuff, guys.
But
no, that's what they're scared of because they might like it.
If two men kiss, it's like, oh. But the same fucking tough guy, the man's man, would be like, yeah, you see those two girls fucking making out? Yeah. That shit got my dick hard.
Yeah, you weren't saying about Gyllenhaal's asshole, were
It's
you?
like, all right, so lesbian, gay, cool, but, God forbid two guys are gay, that you have a problem with and they should die, right? You fucking weirdo.
God forbid somebody's fucking ass gets reamed out.
It's just,
Everybody wants to call the cops.
Well,
then.
again, yeah, like if it was like a hardcore, like even in Wet Hot American Summer, remember when they're in the shed and the two gay guys? That's pretty gratuitous, dude.
Yeah.
But you sit there and you're like, I'm not thrilled with watching this, but it's kind of funny. Whatever. Like grow up. Like some people just take it to this weird place where you're just like, really, dude?
Showgirls is good.
No, it's not. Showgirls is a pile of shit.
Oh my god, the fucking females all love that fucking movie too.
It's become this cult classic on like the Rocky Horror level where they'll do midnight screenings.
Oh, geez,
and there's certain moments where like they'll throw certain things.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
gotten
God.
to like Rocky Horror cult
Yeah,
status.
girls love that fucking show.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? All right, they did the cuties thing. Oh, in sad news, the Kardashians are finally ending. Did we talk about this? I don't know. Fuck them. Who cares? Good. Fuck them. All right, recommendation. PlayStation players, Xbox gamers, whoever you are. Tony Hawk 1 and 2 released. And if you're a Tony Hawk fan from the old days, you can pick this game up and immediately you just like riding a bike. Like you're just like, okay. Like it might take a few rounds to really get the groove of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I picked it up and I was like, wow. Like they did an amazing. They redid everything like graphically. The maps are the same.
Yeah.
They added some challenges to part 1 because there was only like 5 challenges in each. So to beef up, they added 5 more.
Yeah.
But the maps are the same, just a lot prettier looking. The skaters look better, but the controls are just like the controls you remember. It's
They're dope, huh?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome. I highly recommend the Tony Hawk, and you get both games, and it's only $40.
Really?
And there's multiplayer online shit. So you could, there's a lot of meat in this thing. So it's definitely worth the $40 if you're an ex Tony Hawk player. It's it's not a new game and it's stuff you've played before, but it's well worth the $40 for the game. And like I said,
Nice.
If you had fun playing Tony Hawk, I recommend it. It's really good.
Tony Hawk is always fun.
Yeah, really, really fun. Let's see. Do I have anything else? I read this. I heard it was an old story. You know what? No, I'm actually going to save that for the next show because it's probably better.
Any movies you watched that are new? No.
No. I did watch Lords of Salem again today. I watched. Actually, yeah, I did. What the hell was the name of it? Where those 5 friends, they go to that cabin in the middle of the woods and they think their buddy committed suicide.
I think I've seen that, yeah.
What the hell was the name? It was on Shudder again.
I've been watching the second series of Nosferatu on Shudder.
Yeah, that doesn't interest me.
I don't know. It's okay.
I watched Fright Night for the first time.
What, the old one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
It's fun, right?
It was cool.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It's called classic.
All right, that's it. We're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
We got Carol Baskins. I didn't watch Dancing with the Stars. I never would. I'm not going to look at it just because that dummy's on there.
Yeah, if we find something that we see,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it.
But all right, Russo'sBrand.com. Head over there now. Sign up. It's only $3.95 a month. You get 14 brand new shows every single week. So go to Russo'sBrand.com right now and subscribe. OPRadio.com. Head over to OPRadio.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe to the Opstar. He's putting out new content. I mean, almost religiously at this point. He's constantly putting out new shows. And, of course, StatementGames.com. Head over there. Place your prop bets on wrestling, NFL, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball. You can win gift card, cash, prizes type things. And it's free. Doesn't cost you a dime. You can pay, and, it betters your odds, but you don't have to pay. And stay tuned. Unfiltered Marriage is up next at 9 o'clock, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Peace.